Hello and welcome. Today we'll be playing Spirit Hunter Deathmark 2. At least the first chapter, which is the third game in a trilogy of visual novels based around playing as our protagonist as he deals with usually supernatural hauntings and curses. This is, as I said, is the third in a series of games, though they usually all are very self-contained. I would highly recommend, if you end up liking this, checking out the first two games, as they're actually quite good and quite enjoyable. This series, or at least this game, is taking a different turn from the others, where the last two were strictly just visual novels, when this one seems, at least from what I've seen of it, has more like actual gameplay to offer. So without anything else to do, I guess we'll just jump into it.
Mm-hmm. 東京都 H 市にある名門、近衛原学園。そこで奇妙な噂が流れていた。死人が死を宣告する。発端は数週間前に起こった生徒の失踪だった。失踪の前日、学園の掲示板に奇妙な手紙が貼られていたという。そこにはこうあった。リボンへ。今夜花子がお前を殺す。私は見ている。学園に紛れ親愛なる死人。しかしそんな手紙は警察の調べでは見つからず、生徒の行方も未だに分かっていない。以来不穏な噂が広がり始める。花子が学校のトイレに出る幽霊に違いない。失踪した生徒はきっと花子に殺されている。
So the previous games in the series focused a lot on like dealing with the curses, which seemed focused on like ghosts based on local like living legends of like Japan. So I imagine it's probably going to be sticking closely to that as a theme, same with Hanako here. Very common ghost story in Japan.
ある男が学園へとやってきた。果たして死人とは怪異なのか、それとも。
Okay, and that was the intro. Student on the left. Hey, tell me the rest of the story. We got cut off in the middle, remember? I've been thinking about it during class ever since. The story? You mean... about the departed thing. Yeah, that one. Is it really here at school? Obviously, duh. The departed turns itself into a human to kill us. Damn, does that mean we're like in danger? You know Takai and 2B? They're supposedly missing. But everyone's been saying they got killed by the departed. Just like the notice on the bulletin board said. Wait, hold on, don't tell me. Remember the second year who committed suicide? You think the departed killed them too? Could be. That means... the departed is the cause of all the strange things happening at school lately? That's really crazy. You know, maybe you're their next target. Hey, knock it off, you're creeping me out. If anything, it's probably going to be you first. Because my grades are better than yours. I don't think the ghost cares about your grades. The heck? That's not how it works, right? After that, the students' conversation detours onto the topic of some popular TV shows. They're chatting merrily, the unpleasant subject they broached earlier cast aside. For them, a spooky story about someone's death is probably just another form of mindless entertainment. They're just rumors after all. The sound of a bell rings loudly in my ears. It must be coming from the school's clock tower. The students are apparently desensitized to it, as hardly any of them react to its sound. It's almost time for my appointment. Chapter 1, The Departed.
一生シミと紛れ
So just based on the imagery, it seems this game is, again, focused on the protagonist from the first game. Each of the games is self-contained, which means like if you haven't played the first two, you can kind of still jump into the third one, at least as far as I'm aware. Then I head to the appointed building on the outskirts of the school grounds. Once inside, I quickly consult the guide map at the entrance. The faculty room seems to be this way. There are some teachers left in the office. I asked one of them to call the headmaster Kanoe.
Yada yada.
Bringing Slayer over here. My, so you really came. Welcome to Konehara Academy. I am Seizo Kanoe, headmaster of this school. Mr. Kanoe smiles, decked out in a flashy suit designed to call attention to the implied amount of money it's cost its owner. We spoke on the phone once before I came here, but this is our first in-person interaction. Sorry for calling you here on short notice. What's your name again? Age has really done a number on my memory. Let me introduce myself again then. My name is... Choose the protagonist's surname. That's always a surname. It's like the last name of it. So me and my friends, when we played through the previous character's name was Dank Hank. Or Hank Dank, as they would say it in Japan. Is your name Hank Dank?
よし
Yes. My name is Hank Dank. Oh yes, that's right. Terribly sorry. I heard about you from one of our teachers, Daimon. He mentioned your name when I discussed The Departed with him. You are apparently quite versed in matters of the occult. Are you an exorcist perchance? No, not at all. I've just happened to stumble into strange happenings a lot more than the average person. That's it. I'm nothing compared to a professional. Oh, really? But you've solved supernatural cases before, have you not? Well, yes, I have. I just got lucky, I'm telling you. I really don't have any special techniques or anything like that. I don't know what to make of you. The headmaster pointedly raises his eyebrows. I don't blame him for feeling doubtful or suspicious. I got tangled up in some bizarre incidents and have found myself in life or death situations several times. Fortunately, I've managed to survive with some resourcefulness. That's really all there is to it. I'm not some kind of subject matter expert like the headmaster wants. But Daimon is a trustworthy man whose opinion I respect. If he vouches for you, then I shall do my best to trust you. Besides, I've no time to find an alternative, especially considering that we found a new notice this afternoon. He pulls out a piece of paper. I take it from him. This is the Departed's notice. There are red fingerprints on it. Could it be blood? Oh, that? I've heard that's mold. Not a blood stain. I'm not familiar with mold of that hue, however. I think mold actually can be red. Dear pianist, Hanako will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the Departed. Obtain notice for pianist. That's the second notice we've gotten. I told you about the first one during our call. It was addressed to Ribbon, right? I believe so. Something seems to have happened to it. It's nowhere to be found now. The previous headmaster got scolded by the cops because it had gone missing. Just as the notice predicted, the student named and it vanished. And you think it was the departed's doing? No, I don't believe in ghosts and the like. I assume these kids have simply gone missing, but quite a lot of people believe it was the departed's doing. I'm reminded of the conversation I overheard at the front gate. Rumors about the departed seem to be spreading among the students. And that's why I called you. Even our most anxious pupils should be relieved when they see that we have an expert looking into the situation. Once again, I must remind you that I'm not an expert. We'll play the part then. Investigate the school tonight and inform the student that there's no such thing as the departed. That should be enough to assuage the fears of the superstitious folks. He may claim the departed doesn't exist, but we won't know the truth of the matter until we investigate. I'll go along with him for tonight and see what I can find. The headmaster and I wait until night. Some time has passed since the sunset. The headmaster and I are the only ones left, not a student or teacher in sight. We've waited long enough. Let's look around. School at night's a rare privilege, eh? Enjoy it while you can, Dink. We leave the faculty room and begin searching the special building. The special building. We visit the infirmary, library, and the student council room, but we don't find anything unusual. It's unseasonably cold, though. Autumn is barely upon us. If I had known it'd be like this, I would have dressed more warmly. So why is the headmaster patrolling the school anyway? You could have had one of the younger teachers handle it. Really now, think about it. Do you think I could request that a teacher work overtime in the search for ghosts? Nonsense. I mean, I guess he's got a point. Hey Frank, you mind staying to look for ghosts? And since I've only recently been installed as headmaster, I can't exactly cajole anyone into doing the job. I'm left with no choice but to push my old bones and see it myself. He heaves a big sigh. I guess being the newcomer at a school always has drawbacks, even for a headmaster. Anyway, let's go to the new building next. Follow me, Dank. Leaving the special building, we walk through the corridor and head to the new building. Oh. Let's investigate the first floor of the new building. We usually lock the classrooms, but I've requested they remain unlocked just for tonight. Inspect the rooms as you need. I'll leave the expert to do his work. He's really pushing this expert thing. Denying it is getting annoying, and seeing that it's not having any effect, I decide to simply ignore it for now. Shall we begin the investigation? Let's start with the first year classrooms. Movement. Channel buttons or L stick to move around. Press Ask to run. Doors and objects. When you approach doors, stairs, and the end of a path, arrow symbols will appear. Direction there to move to a new area. Operation assistance. The event log can now be accessed by pressing M. Using M when you can't press X or press the wrong button. Okay, well this is very different from the previous games. The previous games were very much like visual novels, and they had moments where like you could explore around in like a first person perspective. Usually as well, like you had options like this to bring like people along with you, and they can actually like affect your ability to like succeed on quests because you need certain party members to like solve certain puzzles or deal with certain issues. So this is very different right now from the previous games, actually taking more inspiration from like a 2D like side scroller. You didn't have stats. Though in the previous games you had stats as well, but they didn't do anything. Stairs, there are some here. Run. Escape to run is interesting though. How do I interact with this? Can I use the mouse?
よし
Oh, I can. Darkness has spread outside the window. My eyes are slowly acclimating to the darkness, and I start to vaguely distinguish trees standing nearby.
よし
So enters to interact. Hey, I brought the principal with me, and we're just gonna explore around. Sure, that didn't miss anything. Oh, there's a stamina. Oh, either a ghost or a girl. I see a girl dressed in a school uniform. What's the student still doing here? Strange. Investigation points. You'll encounter glimmering spots and moving yada yada. Press enter to inspect. And we'll start. Who are you? Hello, don't worry, I'm not breaking in. Your headmaster's right here behind me. Ah. Looks like she's less tense now. Guess that managed to reassure her. Why is she in the school all alone? She has a mark on her left cheek. A mysterious mark that looks like a pattern. Is it natural? Can you stop staring at me like that? Oh, sorry about that. Aren't you from the student council? Yes, my name is Himeko Dorio. I hope I'm saying that right. School grounds are closed. What are you doing here? Dorio fell silent after the headmaster confronts her. Feels like she's got a reason, but she's hesitant to talk. Well, the reason for like making a big deal about the mark on her face, I assume, is the first game like heavily focused on marks, aka death mark. It was kind of like the main theme of the first game, like heavily. So maybe it's a callback to that. Hey, I'm looking for Izumi. I can't find him anywhere. Who's Izumi? Toshihiko Izumi from the student council. Notes made on the subject. Acquiring topics. You will discover topics of conversation during the course of an investigation. That way you'll have more things to ask when conversing with people. Okay, chat. Actually, I'm looking for Izumi. I can't find him anywhere. Discuss topic. Choosing this option will allow you to ask about the topics you've attained. Okay, so we can kind of shake her down about what she knows. Everyone's talking about it. The departed is roaming around the school. They're issuing death notices. Or the person named in the notice is killed by Hanako. Do you believe these rumors? Yes, because someone was actually killed. Would you mind correcting what you said, Dorio? No one is dead. They simply ran away from home. That doesn't bode well. That's the name in the notice, isn't it? They all say Hanako's true identity is Hanako of the toilet. That name sounds familiar. Is that the name of a female spirit? Hanako of the toilet is the spirit of a girl with bobbed hair and a red skirt. She usually appears in the school restrooms. Well, she is Hanako of the toilet for a reason. Do you know anything else? I don't know much more than that. I try not to pay too much attention to it since this kind of stuff really freaks me out. Her body's shaking. She must be terrified. Can't say that comes as a surprise. Okay, might as well ask about the boy. Izumi left the student council room and didn't return even after the school closed. So the vice president is searching for him now. We looked around the new building and the special building, but can't find him anywhere. Did you mention this to the teacher? No, I thought we'd find him quickly. And now that the school's closed, it'd be even harder to tell them. Do you have any clues, like the last thing he said to you, or anything like that? The gasp. Dario steals a glance at me, seemingly hesitant to answer the question. You may not believe it. He looked pale before he left. And then he said, "The departed is calling me." Come again? Pardon? Hmm. Okay, that seems to be all we're getting out of her. Dorio has given up trying to mask her emotions as she looks straight at us. I don't know who you are, but you better give up. Give up on what? The departed. If you get curious about the departed's true identity, you'll become their target. That's what they say. She seems to adamantly believe that the departed exists. Now I see why the headmaster was worried about trying to calm the students down. He didn't want more of them ending up like this. You should just go home, Dorio. We'll look for Izumi. Understood. I'll get going then. Things are getting more complicated. Let's search for Izumi first and save the matter of the departed for later. Which reminds me, you're not familiar with this school yet. Just ask me if you're unsure where to go. Party chat. Tab. New clues. The character Himeko Dorio has been added to the files. Character files. You can check more. No, yada yada. Character files also accessible in the gallery. Character files. Okay, let's just see the information about others.
ほとんどのものはもう一つの名で俺を呼ぶ。
生徒たちのためにも早く死人の噂を解決したいものだね。
事件解決のために協力します。お役に立てるかは分かりませんが。
怪異化などと名乗った。
Spirit file. Rumors of the departed, the arrival of a death notice sent by a mysterious entity. The departed has Konohara Academy in a commotion. The notice denotes a murderer and their target. Since the murderer's name is Hanako, it leaves the student to believe the spirit in the urban legend Hanako of the toilet. After the notice arrived, some students actually went missing, but police could not intervene due to the lack of any obvious crime. However, as the rumors took a toll on the students, I was hired to conduct an investigation. I determined if this is work of spirits or merely a prank. Okay, and I can just tab to speak to him. Let's go find Izumi first, I think. Oh. I was going to take some getting used to. I keep trying to press space to skip through the dialogue. Daru said she already looked around the entirety of the new building. She's a stand-up student. I doubt she thought to search the area where boys would be forbidden to enter. Like the women's restroom. Oh. There's a sturdy, well-made lectern and podium for teachers here. I can imagine a teacher standing here and lecturing their students. Okay. That's neat, I guess. The desks are lined up perfectly. Just that side alone is all you need to get a feel for the school's prestige. Thank you. Bulletin board. There's a large bulletin board here. This is where the first notice was posted. When I move the papers around, I find a stab wound on the board that looks like it was made with a knife. Looking closely at it, I can see some faint red marks. I wouldn't have called you if there wasn't a notice here. This is the main entrance of the new building, and the school gate is right ahead. Shoe lockers for the students are placed near the entrance. Notices for students are posted on the bulletin board. Students, please avoid loitering at the school. Head home as soon as classes are over. It's an inevitable measure considering all the strange incidents that have occurred. As nerve-wracking as it is, this is a necessary precautionary measure. The female restroom. Men and boys. Considering Doyer's personality, I doubt she'd ever consider looking for a boy in here. She may not have searched here, but would it not be inappropriate for us to enter this place? I mean, it's closed and there's no one here. Well, you're not wrong. But this is an emergency. We need to investigate here as well. No one will find out if we keep it between us. I'm going to blackmail him. All of a sudden the light goes out, as if somebody's trying to prevent us from entering this place. No way, is there something lurking here? Ooh, spooky. Oh goodness, did it go out again? The headmaster responds nonchalantly. The electricity has been acting up lately, and it's not the first time this has happened. I've tried to get it fixed, but it's not easy to book an appointment with a repairman these days. Anyway, you needn't trouble yourself, there's nothing mystical about it. We're not being haunted or whatever you call it in your line of work. Still, though, it's hard to see in the dark. Hold on a sec. I open my bag and take out my flashlight. Ooh. Someone's well prepared, eh? Investigating in the dark is something a spirit hunter like yourself must be skilled at. Investigating in the dark. Use your trusty flashlight when investigating in the dark. If you discover an investigation point in the area illuminated with a flashlight, you can expect it with enter. Oh. Just wave it around willy-nilly as he pleases. I wonder if there's a way to aim it. No, he just seems to do what he pleases with it. I can faintly see a pale reflection of my face in the mirror. Are you tired? You look dead inside. Don't open. Dead inside. Oh, you're going to all the stalls. I don't remember the Hanako thing. Toilet cleaning equipment is stored inside here. The mops and brushes are neatly lined up. I better not mess with them. Remember, because in the Hanako ghost story, it's in the girl's bathroom stall. I think it's the third or middle. It's like you're supposed to knock, and then she'll appear and ask you a question. Oh. First-person investigation. Some investigations are conducted in first person. Move the cursor around using the directional buttons or L stick and press enter to inspect the investigation point. To exit first person, press escape. Okay, so this is more how you interacted with stuff in the first game. And both the first and second were more a lot of interactions like this where you'd be shown an image and you can look around it to try to find clues. The toilet bowl is spotless, no dirt at all. I feel uneasy about being inside toilet bowls, even though I have to, because that is very fair. You usually want to be very thorough. No, I should prepare for the worst. Just in case, let's examine each toilet stall. Okay, so that was the first one, now the second. So far, nothing out of the ordinary.
Yoshi.
The toilet bowl is spotless, no dirt at all. Man, janitor doing a great job. Okay. Oh, there's a message. A pen. First, let's examine the toilet. Toilet bowl is spotless. There's a Sharpie. A red marker is lying on the floor. Have you noticed the writing on the wall? Bet this is what they used to write it. Can't believe they left the evidence after scribbling on the wall. They're going to damage the school's reputation. Mr. Konoe, mind if I keep this marker? You want to keep it? Yeah, it may be related to our investigation. This is nothing but a rule of thumb, but usually when items are found at a spirit's hideout, they're tied to that spirit. Even a seemingly ordinary marker like this can be a clue. Fine, do what you want. Investigating spirits sure is troublesome work, eh? You even have to pick up things like this. Yeah. In this game series, you really need to pick up everything you come across. Even the most mundane items. Like in a previous game, you would die if you didn't have an umbrella on you. Upon close inspection, I noticed that there are traces of something scribbled on the wall. I should be able to make out some of it. Disgusting. Annoying. Just die already. Wow. Well, I can't read the name. Someone's obviously being badmouthed pretty harshly. took mental damage. Just then the toilet suddenly flushes. Say, has the toilet here been acting weird too? No, I've not heard any such reports. You probably just accidentally touched the lever. While the water was flowing, I heard a voice. The voice of a girl saying, "Give it back." And it felt like I had energy drained from my body. I don't think I just imagined that. Did the spirit just contact me? Spirit and damage. Well, this is new. Various mishaps may harm characters mentally and physically during investigation or battle. Tank and his party member can take spirit damage during these times. If you run out of spirit, the investigation will come to an end, or worse, you'll die. Keep it out on how much spirit you have and make sure not to let it reach 0. Okay, that's different. Because in previous games you didn't have like a life bar. You just kind of had a lot of puzzles that if you didn't have the answers for, you just immediately died. Don't you think we've investigated enough here? I feel really uncomfortable. Let's leave. Okay. Piano? The sound of a piano reverberates through the building. I didn't hear anything. Must be your imagination. Where's the music room? It's right ahead. Being kind of sus, or let's be super thorough. And my face. Urinal. The urinal appears to be clean, with no stains. It's really clean. Thank you for the observation. The toilet bowl is spotless. No dirt at all. Now that we've checked all the toilet bowls, do you manage to gain any useful info, Dank? You hating ass. Oh no, I didn't mean to go back in there. Let's check the bathroom closet. This is a cleaning cupboard. Hey, everything in here seems good. That leads upstairs, would be my guess. These stairs lead up, though there's no need to go to either the second or third floor at the moment. Okay, to the music room. I enter the music room and scan the place. However, no one is here. See, nobody's here. You really are just imagining things. There's no possible way you heard the piano. We finally reached a logical conclusion. Haha. His triumphant voice echoes off the walls of the empty room. Is there really no one here? Better check the place out to be sure. There are portraits of famous musicians on the wall, some smiling, some frowning. Their eyes won't move no matter how long you stare at them. There's a black grand piano. Did this thing really make a sound just now? Let's take a closer look. Detailed investigation. When inspecting an investigation point, you may be able to conduct a detailed investigation. Doing so will allow you to inspect it more thoroughly and use items. There are times when you can even use special actions. Have a drink. A vintage piano, fitting for a school with such a long history. Its elegant appearance with the muted polish really makes it the centerpiece of this room. The lid is open. I should be able to play the piano then. Okay, do we have any items? A notice for the piano. How would I use this though? Yeah, because in the previous games, you'd be able to interact with stuff, and if you had like items like the marker and stuff, you might be able to use them to like solve some kind of puzzle or figure things out. So it's always nice just to go through and check every item just to be in case. Okay, select, right, that, flick. I reach my fingers towards the piano keys. Oh. We both take damage. Don't startle me like that, Dank. I thought my heart was going to stop. Oh, my word. Sorry about that. It isn't just the headmaster. I'm feeling ill after playing the piano as well. Suddenly, a portrait falls at the other end of the room. It's too much to be a coincidence. It may be a spiritual phenomenon. I should examine further. The other end of the room.
ここ
Oh, a couple fell. There's a poster on the floor. It must have come unglued from the nearby bulletin board. Currently curious, I pick it up. Attention brass band club members, notice of change of lead. We'd like to inform you the pianist for the recital of our school song at the upcoming ceremony has been changed. So it used to be Hanako Kai. Oh. Said they were going to kill the pianist. Interesting. Jealousy? This isn't good. If the departed's notice is real, then Izumi may be the target. Slow down. Dank, you have some rationale for that claim, correct? I don't get it. Why would him being in the brass band club make him the target of the departed? It's hard to explain. Goodness, I'm new to this whole world. Please choose something that's easier to explain than... Let's give it some more thought. What else could it be? He's the pianist. Oh, there we go. It's written in the notice they'll kill the pianist, and Izumi is a pianist. That's just a coincidence. The departed doesn't exist. Izumi, a pianist, has been worried about the departed, and now he's disappeared the same day that the notice arrived. Yeah, and the other coincidence is the killer's name was Hanako, and Hanako was the former pianist. Ugh. Oh, is he having a heart attack? The headmaster abruptly starts coughing. His face is drenched in sweat. He's so pale, he looks like he could collapse. Are you alright? Far from it. I can barely breathe, and my heart is racing. Forget brandy. I just want to drink some water and calm down. Sorry, but can you let me rest in the infirmary for a spell? The infirmary's in the special building. Guess we better go there. So it says, go item, ransom, Tito. Dear pianist, Hanako will kill you tonight. I'm watching hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Or maybe the departed is trying to save him from Hanako. Paper bag. These are 170 grams. Is this locked? Okay, to the infirmary. How do I get to the infirmary? A special building. Let's just assume that it's gonna be this way. We leave the new building and go back to the special building. Once there, we head to the infirmary. The infirmary looks the same as one you'd find at any school. It's a great place to get a drink of water and lie down for a break. Let's talk to the headmaster in a bit. I want to record my progress first. Infirmary. Okay, so this is where we'll heal. And we can talk to our party members. And we can save. Okay, saving is super important so we don't just get murked. Let's have a chat. Finally, break time. Sorry for troubling you. What do you want to ask? Oh my, I'm absolutely shattered right now. Who would have thought I'd need to deal with this sort of thing so soon after I was appointed? When did you get here? Just a few days ago. I was supposed to be installed here next year, but it happened early on account of the previous headmaster's collapse. So I've told you all I know. I want to put an end to this whole the departed situation as soon as possible. Many students overreact to spiritual nonsense, rumors of the supernatural with no basis in reality. You talking about Dorio? She's one of them. Better than others, though. Some even skip class because they believe they'll be targeted. I want to clear this rubbish from their minds so they can focus on their schoolwork. That's the spirit referred to in the notice, right? I don't believe such a being exists in my school. Assuming the rumors are true, Hanako must refer to the tale of Hanako of the toilet. And if you believe what the notice said, I have a feeling this Hanako is being used by the departed to attack the students. This whole thing is getting beyond absurd. A spirit is making another spirit attack people. Are we in a fantasy world or something? Very meta-breaking. I wonder where Izumi is. Based on Doryu's statement, I doubt he's in the special building or the new building. Is there anywhere else? Let's see. The old building, I suppose. That place is basically abandoned, though nobody has reason to sneak in there at night. Is it locked? At night, yes. During the day, it's open because it's been repurposed as a storeroom. Though if it were my choice to make, I'd rather keep it locked during the daytime as well, given recent events. Oops. That man looks like an Ace Attorney character when caught. What happened in the old building? No comment. Boy. It doesn't have anything to do with this. Can you just please pay that no mind? It's a sensitive topic. Chat again. I just reappoint. Let's get going. I'm worried about Izumi. Where should we explore next, Tank? You're not going to say the old building, are you? That's exactly what I'm going to say, actually. Where else would you suggest? Oh, come on. It's locked. There's no way Izumi's in there. There's no point in going in there. I don't intend to snoop, but I need to be sure he's not in there. You're one stubborn fellow. Fine, this amateur shall yield to the opinion of the expert. Where do we go from here? The door in front of the music room leads to the corridor. Just go straight from there and you'll reach the old building. Okay, let's save again in case something happens and I don't want to have to redo all the dialogue. Okay. By the way, Dank, do you have any weapons? Weapons? If we're dealing with spirits here, you must have some kind of talisman or holy water, right? I have my greatest weapon, my brain. Exorcists do usually carry those sort of things, but I'm not an exorcist, so I don't have them. What an unreliable man. Fine, I'll give you this. The headmaster pulls out a small knife, oh wow, from a leather sheath. It's an antique silver knife with peonies decorating the grip. It looks like a valuable antique, though the blade is thin and doesn't seem like it'd be all that useful in a fight. My grandfather founded this school, and this knife is a part of his collection. Oh, so was the previous headmaster his dad, then? Maybe? I heard it's supposed to be a talisman. Who knows? Maybe it'll work against spirits. You're pretty well prepared for someone who doesn't believe in the supernatural. That's just my personality. I don't believe, but there's no harm in being prepared just in case. Please take it with you. So is he not coming with me? Treat it with care, alright? It's a memento I received from my grandfather. Okay, so we just have to go through the corridor. Okay. Get to the old building using the corridor in front of the music room. Are we really going? Yeah. Oh, okay. Give me a weapon. Oh no, the combat will be like... This should be the corridor that connects the two buildings. The surrounding area is shrouded in darkness. I can't see clearly. There are no lights in either this corridor nor the old building due to the electrical issue. I procrastinated on getting it fixed because I wasn't causing any harm, but I regret that now. He shrugs. This investigation will rely heavily on your flashlight. Nice. From the corridor, there's a path that leads outside. The back path leads to the sports field and clock tower, and the front path connects to the courtyard. Someone is standing at the end of the corridor. Oh. Fuck, shit. My head is killing me. Standing there is a male student. He holds his head in pain while spitting curses. Are you Izumi? He responds and turns to us. Then he nods. Are you alright? Shall we take you to the infirmary? Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. He groans painfully before sinking into silence. Looks like he finds it hard to even speak. But I can't leave him alone. What should I do? I'll tell him about the girl. The student council president Doryu is looking for you. She's really worried. Apparently you told Doryu the Departed is calling you? Oh, that face. Did you just say the Departed? Yeah, I know about that. He lets out a disturbing laugh, his squeaky voice not sounding remotely normal. You see, the Departed is hiding out in our school to find the one. They disguise themselves as a human, and you can't even tell they're not human. Enough with the jokes. It's starting to remind me of another. They're nothing but ridiculous rumors. It's true. You know why I think so? Because I know who the Departed is. But who the hell is it? But it's too late now. I messed up. The Departed hates me. I keep hearing a voice saying die, 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 die in my head. Get a grip, Izumi. Why do I have to suffer like this? Shit, fuck. Izumi is deeply perturbed. Our voices aren't getting through to him. Please calm down. We need your cooperation so we can help you. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut the hell up. I've got no fucking time left. I don't want to die. I'm gonna go to the music room and kill that Hanako bitch myself. Oh, goddamn. Izumi turns and runs back towards the old building. Izumi! By the music room? Does he mean the music room in the old building? Hold on, there's a music room there? It's not used anymore, though. I glance down at the general area where Izumi was standing and something catches my eye. It looks like a knuckle duster? Okay. I didn't see this in his hand, though. Did it follow his walk? The kid had a fucking knuckle duster? Well, it was Japan. No, pretty sure they're illegal in America. Maybe he brought it for self-defense since he's frightened by the Departed. Why don't you keep it, Tank? Sure, just in case, bro. I'm fucking booted up with items. Got a knife, knuckle duster. Munchy noises. The door to the old building is unlocked. Why is this door open? It should have been locked in the evening. Who cares about that right now? Let's go inside. While the structure is quite similar to the new building, it gives us an entirely different vibe. The wall is ridden with mold and dust. Cobwebs are strung up here and there. Forgot about clean. This place isn't even ventilated. God, this place is so muggy. Let's leave the door open after you, Dank. I extend my hand towards the door. It's gonna lock my nose. That's weird. Why won't it open? It can't be. The door won't budge no matter how many times I try to open it. What in the world is happening? Are we trapped in here? What happened, Dink? I'm not sure, but I can just kick down the door if push comes to shove. Finding Izumi is our priority for now. You have a point. The location of the rooms are the same in both the new and old buildings. So that of the hall is the music room? That means the music room is right beside us. Oh. The old building's music room is just ahead. I hear a voice coming from inside when I walk towards the door. Stay away from me. Stop right there. Somebody help. Help. Dank. Let's go. The boy Lillian works. Ooh. Ow. My hand. Immediately upon opening the door, we're greeted by a grisly sight. Filthy water shooting from a rubber hose, severed as... What? How fucking pressurized is that water? The rubber hose is undulating in the air as if gravity holds no power over the filthy water issuing forth from the hose is lashing out with menace like a whip cracking through the air. There's no way a normal hose could contain a jet of water strong enough to dismember someone. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's precisely what my eyes are telling me is happening. I don't have time to debate the plausibility of the scene just got accepted. Just accept that this impossible phenomenon is real and caused by a haunting. Both the water and the hose begin to coil up, growing taut with tension. Are they readying to hit him again? What are you doing, Izumi? Run! Izumi turns around when I yell at him. The water's next strike narrowly misses him. A frantic Izumi rushes past me and out of the music room. The hose disappears into the darkness as if it's pursuing him. What? What the hell was that? I don't know myself. Let's just save that for later. Now we have... Why do I hear the sound of dripping water? Why is there water in the music room? Oh. The hoses are wrapped around the headmaster's neck as if they're trying to lift him up. This cannot be. Descending from the dark ceiling, hoses have snagged the headmaster by his neck. They're coiling like snakes with murderous intent. If this keeps up, his life's in jeopardy. I need to get rid of these hoses immediately. Oh god. It's a sense of X. A suspensive act will occur when encountering a special situation. By making the appropriate decision, you can drastically alter the outcome of a situation. Think if it has a moment of truth. What can do about the hose is constructing it there? I'm assuming I can't save here. No. We need to do something real quick. But should I do it or choosing a character? During this event, you must first choose who is going to perform the action. Think carefully before making your decision. Well, I'll do it because he's fucking wrapped up. Alright, what do we do next? I can use an item in this situation, like... You must use the most appropriate item from the list of things that didn't come up with. It's knife. What do I do with this item then? I gotta choose the most appropriate action. Choosing an action. Choose the most appropriate action from the list of things Tank comes up with. The character needs to have enough spirit to execute the action. Each action has a different execution rate. This will be explained in detail later. First, choose the action you want to do. I'll cut the hose. Decode deciding moment. Is this okay? Yeah. Alright, here I go. I doubt anyone will be able to keep their cool in this situation. Panicking, feeling pressure, those kinds of things can increase the chance of failure. During suspensive acts, not every action is doable. Each action has an execution rate that is based on the person performing the action. Your execution rate must be high enough for you to successfully perform the action. Now let's try executing this action. Using the knife, I try to cut the hose, lifting the headmaster. 84% chance. Oh, wow. The headmaster's unable to move. There must be a tool I can use inside my bag. He won't last. Okay, gotta try again. The fact that I failed. Let's try it once again. I cut the hose bit by bit. I think I can do it. The hose gradually rips apart. It finally breaks apart with a loud crack. I hurriedly sever the other hoses. The moment I finish cutting the last hose, my knife snaps. Pant. Somehow I've survived. The headmaster's been freed from the hose binding. Looks like this is the right choice. Correct and incorrect action. The actions you executed just now was correct. During a suspensive act, you need to successfully execute the correct action. In situations where you succeed at performing an action but fail to get your desired result, you should pick another option. Yeah, that makes sense. You can also fail when you choose the wrong character. Try to choose the right person, the right action. So generally it seems to just be building upon the options from the previous games where you'd be given choices like this. But now, it doesn't seemingly, obviously still the tutorial chapter, penalize you as heavily. Because in the previous games, choosing the wrong items or stuff either would do nothing or you just immediately die. Choose an action with a high execution rate. Second, choose the correct action. There are also times when a suspensive action will be a multi-part event. Can't believe I nearly hanged myself when we're not even in financial trouble, huh? Hey, that'll bring bad luck. I'm glad you weren't injured. My luck has always been good. Let's chase after Izumi now. Oh god. Dang. Look at the floor, there's a trail of blood. So he ran to that door and then he ran. Given the amount, this has to be Izumi's blood. The trail leads to the entrance of the old building where there's a big puddle of blood. Oh, it must have been locked. Izumi tried to run outside, except the door was locked. Is it still locked now? You just leave. Like, damn, that was crazy. Putting some strength to the door, I attempt to push it open. Unlike the previous time, the door opens without any resistance. There are no traces of blood to be seen outside. He's still in the building. There's much blood, man. Ooh. He's probably unconscious, I'd imagine. One question though, Dink. Where is he? Well, no idea, but we got a trail to follow. I turn my eyes down the corridor. Fresh, glistening blood extends deep into the darkness. Okay. Oh, we just gotta follow the trail. Oh, he ran to the girls' restroom. We have to follow blood. Oh, he must have ran into Hanako's stall. The word annoying is written in red on the mirror. Who are they referring to? This doesn't look like blood. It's not. Oh yeah, I can talk to you. Are we inspecting this place? Yes. Cobwebs. I just gotta check every stall. This place is so dirty, it obviously hasn't been used in a long time. Do you guys not use this building? So why have it unlocked at all? Oh. It's a toilet paper thing. Toilet bowl is dirty. It's obvious that it hasn't been cleaned for quite a while.
Yoshi.
There's a scribble on the wall. Yes. You suck at piano. Stop showing off. Don't play the school song. There's a name written on it, but it's so faint it's unreadable. This is obviously slander, just like the stuff we found in the new building. I wonder who they're bullying. Oh, speaking of piano, Izumi is a pianist. Does this have anything to do with him? They probably are bullying Hanako used to play piano. Because her name was the former one. And maybe she just wasn't good. Find a pale pink handkerchief. It's an elegant, expensive looking item. The initials NH are embroidered on the edge. There's some ink on the cloth. A faint, irritating odor is coming from it. Smells like acidic detergent. I'm guessing it's toilet cleaner. Did they try to erase the writing over there? Just looking at our items. Dirty handkerchief. Hanako Akai, so NH isn't. It leads to this toilet stall. Oh, I accidentally opened the thing. Are you there, Izumi? There's no response. I think he's already. It's not locked. Should I? The headmaster doesn't reply. Instead, he nods warily, a dazed look on his face. Gripping the handle, I slowly push the door open. Oh. The blood leads inside the stall, yet there's no sign of Izumi. How can this be? This is absurd. The headmaster's plaintive query goes unanswered. I totally understand his feelings. However, no amount of whining will make the situation make sense. Let's examine this restroom. Okay, first let's look in the toilet. The toilet bowl is dirty. It's obvious that it hasn't been cleaned for quite a while. Bloodstain. I find a fresh bloodstain. It's probably Izumi since he was just attacked by the hoses. If he lost that amount of blood, I doubt he's still alive. Is there not anything else in here? Oh. Are we inspecting? Okay, you have nothing to offer. Fine. I got the blood again. All of a sudden, a shrill scream pierces the night. What was that? It came from the hallway. Well, let's move. Autobots, roll out. I don't like the sound of these noises. What was that sound? I hear something creaking from the hallway near the classrooms. Wah. Wah. The forbidden wah. A female voice. A hollow moan so faint it could disappear at any moment. Ugh. The moan is coming from down the hallway. It's just the same. Is she like wrapped in the hoses? Wandering down the hallway. Hey, it's all just the same dialogue option. Okay, I just keep walking until we come across it, I guess. It was that girl, Himeko Doryu. The sight performer was beyond comprehension and an otherworldly scene. A girl drenched in sewage water suspended by a bunch of rubber hoses. Filthy water and rubber hoses just like the assault on Azumi. Ew. Countless hoses sway in the air. They look like venomous snakes arching their necks into sickles, intimidating their prey. She's covered in dookie. Pain groans emerge from her lips. Damn, I have to hurry up and save her. I don't have the knife anymore. Trying to grab her. At the moment, the hoses just disappear. She drops down onto the floor limply. But it's not just the hoses that have vanished. The yellow water that that drenched her body and stained her blouse is completely gone too. No traces remain, as if the entire scene we just witnessed was nothing but an illusion. Hey, are you alright? Dario doesn't respond. She's fainted. What on earth just happened? No time to question anything. Let's get her to the infirmary. I carry Dario on my back, pick up her blazer from the floor. We hurry to the infirmary. Once there, we lay her down on the bed. Though she's unconscious, her breathing is steady. She should be fine now. Let's continue our investigation. We haven't found Izumi yet. Mr. Konoe? Apologies. My mind is a bit fuzzy after all those bizarre happenings, one after another. You can just wait here if it's too much for you. No, I cannot. I must protect this school or else I'm going to bring shame upon my grandfather. He smiles weakly. It's obvious that he's forcing it. He's propped up his resolve with a sense of responsibility to his grandfather, the founder of the school. Fine, alright, let's head to the old building. Okay, now's a good time to save. She's lying on the bed, still unconscious. I know you're worried about her, but Izumi is our priority now. Let's head back to the old building deck. Am I actually going to be able to explore the old building? Oh no, they just took us to the old infirmary. So far it's been pretty interesting. I do like some of the changes, though I guess I do kind of miss the first person POV of exploring. At least initially. Because a lot of the artwork of the like areas were really pretty. Kind of added like a nice little ambience. Because there's a bunch of little spooks and jump scares. Say, Dank. Should we check the female restroom again? We've pretty much looked through every corner, but we still haven't found Izumi. You saw that trail of blood, right? He must be in there. The headmaster yells hysterically. He's clearly tense and overwhelmed. He's nearly reached his limit, both mentally and physically. Okay, we'll give the restroom another look. It's not like we have any other leads anyway. Sure has been added to the spirit file. We pursued a student, Izumi, who'd gone missing. I saw his name on a poster in the music room. He was badly hurt when we found him in the old building's music room, but he went missing again after. We followed a trail of his blood and it ended in the girls' restroom where we found a red graffiti and a handkerchief. Someone apparently scared him and he seemed to be running from them. My gut told me it had to do with what was written on the notice. What actually happened in that restroom? We might be able to learn what caused Hanako of the toilet to attack Izumi. We need to inspect the bloodstained door again. It sounds like running water. Where in the world is that coming from? The running water? It could be the sink. Let's interact with the sink. Cool. The word annoying is written in red on the mirror. Who are they referring to? Oh, we found the handkerchief. There's nothing over here. Oh, R.I.P. Inside the stall, a male student is on the toilet seat. A bundle of things are sprouting from his eyes, slender, rubber hoses. They're spewing filthy water in every direction. Guess that explains the sound of running water. Between all the blood, the fallen eyeballs, and the hoses, I've been able to tell what this poor kid looked like while he was alive. Though there is one pretty obvious clue as to his identity. His left hand is missing. This must be Toshihiko Izumi. His wide open mouth gives an idea of just how much pain he'd endured. He probably had his eyes pushed out from the inside by these hoses while he was still alive. Looking at the pool of blood surrounding his body from his severed wrist though, his suffering and terror probably didn't last too long. That's about the only bit of luck he'd had tonight. What's wrong, Dink? What in the world is in there? The headmaster screams and bolts out of the restroom. Guess that's finally what pushed him past the edge of sanity. I honestly can't blame him. I'm too shocked to think straight myself. Better get out of this restroom first. Return to the infirmary and come up with a plan. I walk towards the exit, legs trembling. That noise never means good things. No, I can't lift my legs. Something is tangled around my ankle. A long, thin, elastic blue something. It's the rubber hose. Oh. I look in the mirror and see something swaying. What? Is that a person? It's a girl in a wet shirt and a red suspender. Her limbs blackened. She looks dead, swaying from side to side. This is Hanako of the toilet. Hoses crawl up around my waist, to my chest, all the way around my neck. Weird F. I can't move my limbs, even my mouth is bound. I'll be killed at this rate. Shit, as if I just let that happen. My arm's the only thing I can somewhat move at the moment. Okay. Okay. So this seems to be more in line with the boss fights in the last game. The graffiti. So cruel. Kill the one who wrote it. The words spilling out of her mouth are filled with rage. Looks like she's thinking I was the one who wrote that thing on the mirror. The hoses are constricting me tighter. If I don't do something, I'll die here. There must be something in my bag that I can use to survive. Clues for the correct actions are hidden within the stories, item details, spirit file, and other bits of collected information. Incorrect action choices can also give you some insight and help narrow down your options. Think carefully, unravel the truth, and choose the correct action. I wonder if this is like... Because in the previous games, when you had your like boss encounters, you had the options of like purifying the ghost or straight exorcising. And usually it led to one of two outcomes, one good, one bad, but like would continue the game. So I would assume the dirty handkerchief, put in front of the hose, try to wipe off the graffiti,
これでどうだ
try to appease her. I pull the dirty handkerchief from my bag and extend my hand towards the mirror. I might be able to clear up the misunderstanding by wiping off the writing with the handkerchief. I stretch the handkerchief towards the mirror. Then I wipe off the word annoying. The hose binding my shoulders loosened slightly. Did that clear up the misunderstanding? I might have managed to convince her that I'm not a bad person by erasing those awful words. Looks like this is the right choice. I feel like I can move my arm a bit more now. Not bully? What does she mean by not bully? Was this girl bullied in the past? Who I don't know. Who am I? Did she just say, who am I? Who? The girl screams out loud. Ow. The hose clenches tight around my body. Shit, what do I do now? I have a thing with her name on it. It should be the poster. The girl seems pissed because she doesn't know who she is. I'd be mad too. Guess I need to tell her that next. Should be carefully. Bowl the flower. I bring the poster close to my face and carefully try to read it. I read the poster thoroughly. The names of the two pianists are written on it. This is intriguing. The graffiti on the restroom wall is specifically slandering a pianist. My gut tells me the one being bullied is a pianist. And the latest zooming, yeah, this is the male pianist. That means she just wants to know who she is. I have to let her know somehow. Looks like this isn't the right choice. Oh, do I have to show it to her? The girl seems pissed because she doesn't know who she is. Okay, I'll show it to her.
よし
There are two names written on the poster. One of them is probably the girl. I try to hold the poster with one arm, attempting to show it to the girl. I hold the poster towards her so she can see the names. However, she doesn't respond at all. She probably can't see the small print at this distance, fuck. I guess that's the right choice. The girl, okay. Oh, I can write her name.
やってみるか。
I stretch my hands towards the mirror and try to write Hanako Akai with the red marker. I exert maximum effort and somehow manage to get the marker closer to the mirror. I begin writing. Hanako. Hanako Akai. This is the name of the female pianist written on the poster. Doryu said she is Hanako of the toilet, though she was probably referring to the classic urban legend of Hanako of the toilet and not this school's Hanako. The girl who is bullied might be Hanako Akai. My name. The hose binding me finally loosens. I assume she remembers her name now. You are different. Yeah, built different. The girl then disappears into the darkness. Makes me wonder if Hanako of the toilet forgives me now that she's pulled herself together. Looks like this is the right choice. Survived. What the heck? Once Hanako's presence is gone, the restroom changes completely. There's no trace of the hoses nor the blood, as if nothing foul ever happened here. Wait, no way. Izumi's corpse is no longer in the stall. No one is inside. Even the hoses and the water are gone, the same as what happened with Doryu. It's as if everything was only a nightmare. And that means we've lost any evidence of this incident. The only thing remaining is the fact that a student named Toshihiko Izumi has disappeared. The cops will probably just treat him as one of the thousands of missing people, exactly as they did with the student mentioned in the first notice. In this case, cops will be useless. What should I do? I'd better go back to the infirmary first. The headmaster may have returned there. After talking with him, we can decide what we should do next. Rip. We found Izumi's mangled corpse in the girl's restroom. He had been brutally murdered. Right after that, we encountered a female spirit with murderous intent. Due to her resemblance to Hanako of the toilet, we thought she was the spirit from the notice. After we survived her attack, we learned her name was Hanako Akai. Hanako's origins: it seems Hanako was bullied in the past. Maybe the real reason she became a spirit was tied to the bullying. Izumi's death may point to that. Unfortunately, his corpse has disappeared without a trace. It seems like I got some fear-filled days ahead of me. Returning to the infirmary. Pressing Q will quickly return you to the infirmary. Note that there'll be times in the game when you can't do that. Cool beans. The headmaster is indeed in the infirmary. He's talking to Doryu. I should tell him what happened. Let's save. You're back, Dink. Sorry about earlier. I was so shocked I ran away before I knew what was happening. Right. Oh yes, Doryu was woken up. I told her about you and how you saved her life. Come on, Doryu, thank the gentleman. Thank you, Mr. Dink. Feeling better now? Yeah, more or less. How about Izumi? Well... Looks like the headmaster hasn't broken the news to her. He's probably concerned about her mental state. Yeah. There's something I want to ask her, though. We can't hide it forever. Alright. Let me tell you all the things I've gone through tonight. And that's it. It must be hard to swallow, I know, but you're gonna have to believe me. It can't be. Izumi's been murdered? Doryu sinks into silence after that. It is incredible that you've survived encounters like this against vicious spirits before, Dink. I hope you'll forgive me, but I found you to be quite dubious before. But I guess I made the right choice by asking for your help. You saved us. He looks at me, a faint, tired smile settling on his lips. Izumi's been killed, just as the notice said. Dario murmurs quietly. If you get too curious about the departed's true identity, you'll be targeted and killed by them. The rumor seems to be true after all. Her voice trembles slightly. Is she shocked by the death of her friend, or is she scared of the departed? Seeing her tremble, I will reassure her. There is indeed something in this school. But don't worry, the headmaster and I are both here. I know. Thank you for everything. Excuse me. Who the hell could that be this time? A young girl enters the room all of a sudden. Her hair is dyed white, which begs the question, does this school have really lax guidelines on appearance?
見つけた。
There you are, Hime. I've been looking for... Did you find Izumi? What's wrong, Hime? Who are you? Michiho Kinukawa, the student council vice president and Hime's friend. Both of you should go home. It's really late already. We'll do something about Izumi. Understood. Let's go home, Michiyo. Okay. My favorite character already. I guess that's it for tonight. The headmaster and Dorio probably don't want to tell Michiho about what happened to Izumi. Let me drive you home. I wouldn't be able to look your parents in the eye if something were to happen to you. There's no need for that. We both live in the dorm. It's only a minute away from here. Oh no, we broke the curfew though. The dorm manager's gonna scold us real bad. I'll let them know then. Be careful on your way home. We'll be going then. Dario bids us farewell and leaves with Michiho. You must be tired too, Dank. Go home. I'll call you again later to talk about the case. Mr. Kanoi. I want some time alone now. Please go home. Okay. New character file. How do I go home? Guess I'll head back. My car is parked in the lot near the main gate. The moment I exit the special building, the door locks behind me. I walk towards the shoe lockers, figure I can leave that way. Then the opposite of a walk. Oh. Just then I spot a piece of paper on the floor. It wasn't here earlier. A short sentence in red letters is written on it. Dear visitor, I'll be waiting for you in the corridor. Yours truly, the departed. This is... By visitor, do they mean me, or they? They said they'd be waiting in the connecting corridor. I'm able to get closer to learning the departed's true identity if I go. Except, that's no different than running into the jaws of death. I can still turn my back on my fears and run away. All I have to do is go outside through the exit by the shoe lockers. So the question is, should I face my fear, or should I avoid it? In that case... Bruh. I ain't afraid. You know fear. I know fear. Where's this bell sound coming from? My head. Did I make a mistake? Oh. What the fuck? Strange figure standing in the darkness. A lanky, slender body with an unnaturally big head. No way. That's the departed? Is this their laughter I hear right now? They've set their sights on me. Are they laughing? I can feel the warmth of my body slowly leaving, just from them staring at me. If this keeps up, I'm in serious danger. I've got to escape right here, right now. But I can't. I'm petrified. My legs won't even tremble. The departed vanishes suddenly. Did I make it? Oh no. She just did nothing personal, kidding me. No, they're behind me. On this wonderful day, let us exchange vows with one another. Oh, duly departed. A faint crackling voice echoes in my mind. I swear to always stay by your side forever and ever. What are you saying? Say, my dear. Can I bite you? Hell no. Chapter 1, The Departed End. Now saving. Yeah, let's save. Make a new save. Well, that seems like a good place to stop for part 1 of this video. So far the game seems really interesting. I'm curious about how everything's going to play out. Like, I wonder if the game is just going to take place in the school the entire time, and like there'll just be multiple spirits linked to the departed, or if it's going to be more along the lines of like we're going to be going to different locations. But yeah, but this is interesting. I'll definitely be making more parts. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know, it really helps, as I'm looking forward to making more videos like this. So thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful day. Night.